Welcome everyone once again to another video for your German Bundesliga betting tips and predictions. Hope you enjoyed the World Cup and hope you enjoyed your winter break. Well, we're not out of winter yet, but as you know, the Germans go on winter break. Yeah, and so therefore, folks, we're gonna start here on a Friday, and we're gonna start with RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich, and this is a big matchup to restart the German Bundesliga. And then with this game, it should be an interesting one. I think I don't really know what to expect from both teams, but RB Leipzig, they've been doing well before the break, the World Cup, and Bayern Munich, as usual, they lose the odd matches, and so you never know what to expect from them. Yeah, and so therefore for this game, I'm going to say here, I'm going to start with both teams to score, because I believe that's going to be the case. Both teams to score. I'm going to go with a double chance here. Either to win and both to score. Predicted score line now. That's where it gets interesting. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go with RB Leipzig to take this 1-1. And in terms of the handicap system, yeah, we're going to go with RB here. We're going to go with RB to win by a goal. Well, not seen RB to win by a goal. Yeah, RB to win by a goal here, but based on my predicted score, I'm gonna have to take a draw. Because if it ends 2-1, then it'll be a draw on the handicap system. Alright. So that's how the cookie kind of crumbles for this game. So recapping predictions for RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich. I'm expecting both teams to score, and I'm going to go with a double chance here. Either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of RB Leipzig, I do believe. For the handicap system, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a draw here. Alright, so those are my predictions for RB Leipzig versus Bayern Munich. Yes. Alright, so we're going to move on to our next match, and our next match will be Bochum versus Hertha Berlin. And for Bochum versus Hertha Berlin, I'm expecting Hertha Berlin to take care of business. Well, yeah. So Hertha Berlin to win, and in terms of both teams scoring, I'm going to say yes, both teams to score. And for me here now, yes, sorry about that, folks. And I'm going to go with this double chance here, either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here, Hertha win this one 2-1. So recapping predictions for Hertha Berlin versus Bochum. I'm expecting Hertha Berlin to win at 2.50. In terms of both teams scoring, I do believe that both teams are going to score, and that's $1.65. In terms of a combination bet, I'd say either to win and both to score. That's $2.50. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm taking Hertha Berlin to win this one 2-1. Alright, Hertha Berlin to win 2-1, and as usual, as we can see here, if you were to take a bet in the handicap system, folks, you go with Hertha to win by a goal, but we'll have to take a draw here based on our predicted scoreline. Alright, so alright, and that's $4.20 if that does happen. If the scoreline holds up, then you bet on the handicap system for a draw, then you would get $4.20 for that bet. Yeah, so those are my predictions for Bochum versus Hertha Berlin, and now we're going to move on to our next game, and the next game will be Eintracht Frankfurt versus Schalke. And for Eintracht Frankfurt, I'm expecting Eintracht to take care of business here. And in terms of both teams scoring, I'm going to say here, no, both teams should not score. In terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline here, I'm saying 2-0 in favor of Eintracht. And in terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Eintracht to win this one by a goal. That's $2.10. That's really lovely in terms of odds. Yeah, so recapping predictions now. Eintracht to win $1.40. Both teams not to score. In terms of a combination bet, double chance, I would go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me is 2-0 in favor of Eintracht, and I'm also going with Eintracht on the handicap system to win by a goal, and that's $2.10 in terms of the odds. Yeah, so that's the prediction for Eintracht versus Schalke, and now we're going to move along to Stuttgart versus Mainz. And for Stuttgart versus Mainz, I'm expecting here both teams to equip themselves well. It's not going to be easy for either team. Mine is usually a better team at home, and so therefore I am saying here that it should be an interesting matchup. So I'll take both teams to score. In terms of team winning, I'm going to say here mine's to win. In terms of a combination bet, I'll go with a double chance, if you want to call it that. I go with either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying here 2-1 in favor of mines. In terms of the handicap system, if you want to take a bet on that, you go with mines to win by a goal, but you're going to have to take a draw based on my predicted scoreline here, folks. So recapping predictions, I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting mines to win at $2.70. In terms of double chance, I'm going to go here with either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me is 2-1 in favor of mines, and you're getting $10 for that. That's really nice. Yeah, and in terms of the handicap system, I'm going with mines to win by a goal, but based on my predicted scoreline, I'm going to have to take a draw here, and you're getting $4.33 for that. Alright, so that's how the cookie crumbles between Stuttgart and Mainz from my perspective. And now we're going to move on over to Union Berlin versus Hoffenheim. And Union have been doing well at the start of the season. They're mostly at home. They were very strong at home. And Hoffenheim, unpredictable. Don't know what to expect from them. But you never know with Hoffenheim. I never know what's going to happen after this long break. Yeah. The break for the World Cup and then the winter break, and now they're coming back basically at the end of January. So let's see if Union have been refreshed, and let's see how Hoffenheim goes. But I'm going to take Union to win this one. Union to win, both teams to score. In terms of a combination bet / double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here that Union should win this one 2-1. Alright. In terms of handicap system, Union to win by a goal, but based on my predicted scoreline, again, gentle folks, I'm going to have to take a draw here. Yeah. So recapping predictions for Union versus Hoffenheim, I'm expecting Union to win at $2.10. Both teams to score. And in terms of a double chance bet, I'll go with either to win and both to score. And in terms of my predicted scoreline, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Union. And on the handicap system, I'm going ahead and I'm taking a draw. The three-way handicap system, that is, folks. I am taking a draw, and that's $3.80. Yeah. All right then. So that's my predictions for Union versus Hoffenheim. And now we're going to move on to our next game, and our next game will be Wolfsburg versus Freiburg. And for Wolfsburg versus Freiburg, this one is going to be another cool one, I see. I'm going to go with Wolfsburg to win here, and both teams not to score. In terms of a combination bet, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here, Wolfsburg win this one 2-0. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take Wolfsburg to win by a goal. Alright, I'm expecting Wolfsburg to turn around things. That's the reason why I'm taking them to win here. Alright, so recapping predictions for Wolfsburg versus Freiburg. I'm expecting Wolfsburg to win at $2.40, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. Predicted in terms of a double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline is 2-0 in favor of Wolfsburg. On the handicap system, I'm going ahead and taking Wolfsburg to win by a goal. Also, and that's $4.75. Yeah. Alright then, so that's how it crumbles for Wolfsburg versus Freiburg. And now we're going to move on over to Cologne versus Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen with the leading scorer in the German Bundesliga. He went to the World Cup. I think he had 2 goals at the World Cup, and so did well. I think that the Germans could have used him more, but that's hindsight is 2020. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back into this. Schalke, not Schalke. Cologne versus Werder Bremen. And for Cologne versus Werder Bremen here now, I'm expecting that Cologne should equip themselves well, and so it's going to be tough. But Bremen have this style of winning, have this knack of coming back and snatching late winners. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to take this one to be a draw though. Expecting both teams to score. In terms of scoreline, I think we're going to have a 1-1 draw. So we're not going to have anything on the handicap system here, folks. Alright, so mhm. Yeah, so that's how it goes here for this game. So for Cologne versus Bremen, I'm expecting a draw. In terms of both teams scoring, I'm saying yes, both teams should score. Predicted scoreline for me is 1-1, yeah? And so we're going to move along into our next game, and our next game will be Borussia Dortmund versus Augsburg. And for this game, I'm expecting Dortmund to take care of business. Borussia to win. Borussia Dortmund to win, that is. Borussia to win, both teams not to score. In terms of the combinations, double chance bet, I go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 3-0 in favor of Dortmund. On the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Dortmund here to win by a goal, and that's $1.95. That's good enough. Yeah, so recapping predictions for Borussia Dortmund versus Augsburg. I'm expecting Borussia Dortmund to win at $1.33. In terms of both teams scoring, I'm saying no, both teams should not score. I'm getting $2.20 for that. In terms of double chance foundation bet, I go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 3-0 in favor of Borussia Dortmund, I'm saying. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going here with Borussia Dortmund winning this one by a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for Dortmund versus Augsburg. Yeah, and so we're going to move to a final game for this game week, and it is this game is Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Leverkusen. And for Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Leverkusen, now Borussia Mönchengladbach being the home team, I'm expecting them to come out and do well here. So let's see how the cookie crumbles in this one, but it's going to be close, I do believe, and so therefore you have to keep an eye on Bayern Leverkusen, because they could come out here and take this win away from Mönchengladbach. And so for me, I'm going to go here with Bayern Leverkusen to win. Both teams score. We'll take a double chance and both teams to score here. Yes. In terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying 3-1 in favor of Leverkusen. In terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and take Leverkusen to win by a goal. And it's now time for us to recap our predictions for Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Leverkusen. And for this game, I'm expecting here Bayern Leverkusen to win at $2.30. Both teams to score, and in terms of double chance, I would say either team to win and both to score. And in terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying 3-1 in favor of Bayern Leverkusen. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm also going ahead and taking Bayern Leverkusen to win this one by a goal, and that's $4.20. Yeah, so those are my predictions for your Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Bayern Leverkusen game. And pretty much that brings us to the end of the predictions for this here week of the German Bundesliga. I hope you enjoyed the video. As usual, I'm asking you to subscribe and ensure that you click the notification bell, spread the word about the channel, and thank you for your support. Happy betting and enjoy your weekend and the winnings. And remember, whenever you win, to always reinvest in something else to make more money. Alright, thank you and have a great weekend.